If I could describe Premier Girls Fastpitch in one sentence, it would be opportunity filled. I guess a couple words, but I would say opportunity filled. I feel like they provide a lot of girls opportunities to come out here and get seen and have a ton of fun. I know it's my favorite tournament, so.
We are in gorgeous Southern California, on the banks of the Pacific. Irvine, to be specific, not too far from Newport Beach and Huntington Beach. This is a great celebration of the future of the game. It is the Futures. Premier Girls Fastpitch All-American game. Rising 23s, rising 24s, going toe-to-toe, both completing their junior and their sophomore years. More than 1 million plus watched nightly at the Women's College World Series. This is the future of that. On this very network, they watched all the time. Hi there, folks. Thanks for hanging out with us for the next couple of hours. This is Amanda Freed, Olympic legend and national champion at UCLA. My name is Darren Sutton. This is an interesting time, especially for those 24s. The door swings open and recruiting begins under the new rules. And these are some of the best players in the country. So you can bet everyone wearing that sophomore uniform is being watched by all high-level coaches.
Well, and the colleges are front and center during this game because you've got this group of uncommitted rising juniors who are going to be able to talk about recruiting and start to decide where they want to find a home in college. And then you've got these juniors, rising seniors who are about to sign their letters of intent. So just an absolute feeding frenzy for these college coaches. And not to spoil us, but some phenomenal softball. We get to see the future of this, of the collegiate level.
One of the great voices of this event and sports in general is David Gascon. He is on the microphone. He will take us the rest of the way.
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Deanna Manning Stadium. PGF welcomes you to Irvine, California for our 2022 PGF National Championships and a spectacle today with the All-American Futures game between the class of 2023 and the class of 2024. First, let's introduce the class of 2023 up the first base line. On the reserves, number 24, Alexis Delamonica. Number 26, Emily Digby. Number 36, Catherine Stewart. Number 38, Isabella Torres. Number 4, Savannah Bedell. Number 8, Jocelyn Brisky. Number 16, Claire Cahalan. Number 18, Kenley Cahalan. Number 28, Ariel Kowalewski. Number 42, Casey Wood. And the starters in left field, number 30, Cassie McClellan. Second baseman, number 20, Sierra Daniel. In center field, number 32, Cassie Pickering. The shortstop, number 40, Mia Williams. The DP, number 12, Ava Brown. The first baseman, number 14, Angelique Bueno. At third base, number 2, Giselle Alvarez. The catcher, number 10, Kylie Brockman. Number 22, Ashton Delaney. And in right field, Lila Blackwell, number 6. And number 34, Keegan Rothrock. She is in the circle today. The head coaches for the East, Levy Jung, Morgan Stewart, Nicole Giordano Stoll. And on the other side, for the class of 2024, first the reserves, number 5, Macy Cintron. Number 25, Audrey Lowry. Number 27, Jordan Lynch. Number 29, Kenny Marceau. Number 37, Townsend Thomas. Number 39, Taylor Troutman. Number 9, Maggie Daniel. Number 19, Jada Heavener. Number 21, Samia Jones. Number 35, Morgan Reamer. And number 43, Esther White. Now the starters in left field, number 13, Addie DeLong. The shortstop, number 7, Gabby Comia. The third baseman, number 23, Layla Lamar. The catcher, number 31, Sophia Mujica. In the circle, number 15, Addison Fisher. In right field, number 1, Jolie Adams. At second base, number 41, Kate Vance. In center field, number 17, Destiny Harris. At first base, number 3, Annalie Adams. And number 33, Mackenzie Pickens. The head coach for the West, Susan Brasney, Jocelyn Allo, and Regan Kraus.
And away we roll, a real celebration of this sport. Now, don't kid yourself, though it's an exhibition game. There is a battle in the youngers as they take the field in blue, the sophomores, technically juniors now, the class of 2024, against their elder statesmen. And certainly all will be competing at the high level, college level. Addison Fisher is in the circle. She gets ready to go to work on one side, and then on the other side, we'll see Keegan Rothrock work. So this is a ton of fun seeing these two groups go toe-to-toe in this event. Addison Fisher will deal with the following starting lineup: Cassidy McClellan, Sierra Daniel, Cassidy Pickering. Nia Williams is a fun one. Her story, I look forward to sharing it with all of you. Ava Brown, Angelique Bueno, G. Alvarez, Kylie Brockman. These are players we've seen playing their way to the championships here. Ashton Danley, Lila Blackwell. We will introduce one and all as they get their chance to swing the bat against Addison Fisher. The talented right-hander Addison Fisher is from Bend, Oregon, at Bend Senior High School, and this will be her fall of communication. She says, "I'm very excited for September 1st to come around. Right now, I'm just focusing on playing the game and having fun. That's why we all play. I've been focusing on myself and proving before the times come where I get to talk to college coaches." She's very, very aware of it, and she works now in the circle. That's a cool transparency that she shared.
Man, it's a big-time moment to be starting in this type of game.
She hits the outside corner, strike one to Cassidy McClellan. She plays for the Tampa Mustangs. She's out of Lakewood Ranch, Florida, and a University of Florida commit. Cass, as her mates call her, swings right through that electric pitch. And just like that, no balls and 2 strikes to count. Cassidy, the daughter of Denise and Rick, won a national champion, 2-time Florida State championship at Lakewood Ranch High School. Great student, National Honor Society's member. 19th in a class of 604 academically, and that outside corner exists. Oh, it exists. That's strike 3.
And Fisher's just working quickly out there in the circle, and again, she's extending that strike zone, seeing how far she can inch off that plate and still get that ball called a strike. That's a great location.
Let's go to Arizona and watch Sierra Daniel play, because she is at Seton Prep, and she plays her travel softball for the Storm. Her college commitment is to Louisiana State University, as she stabs through that one and comes up empty. She went to the PGF National Championship game in 2019 with the Storm. Daughter of Pam and Peter. She's an All-American. Number 20 fouls that one back to the screen.
What's really cool about this situation is you've got these juniors, rising seniors, all committed to big-time colleges who are in the stands right now. And because of that, all these sophomores, rising juniors are getting a look at.
And right below us, we just saw Coach I, Kelly Inouye Perez.
That was Lisa Fernandez.
Oh, Lisa snuck over.
Oh,
I just saw the UCLA jersey.
You're focusing on the game.
Well, she's representing Coach I.
Yes.
And UCLA. Sierra Daniel, good athletic family. We were talking about her dad, Peter. He ran track at Northern Arizona University. That's up in Flagstaff, where it's not 110 in the summer. In on the hands, rolled out toward short. Fielding, firing. Folks, Gabby Comilla, that is an arm. That's what makes this game fun. And I think what makes it sometimes challenging is these are the first times they're all playing together.
Yeah, first time they're playing together, possibly one time through the lineup for each of these pitchers, so quick adjustments need to be made in the box. Ciardano showing a lot of good barrel control on that last one.
Meet Cassidy Pickering. I know we've enjoyed meeting her. She is a commit to go to the University of Oklahoma. Hot Shots Nelson, her travel team. Atascocita High School, just outside of Houston. Tara and Scott, her mom and dad. You and I interviewed her on a national streaming softball show. She's very understated, very humble, very quiet, but boy, her play and her bat does the talking for her. More than anything, she was very classy and respectful. Chases away, beautiful screwball. Addison Fisher announces her presence with authority. September 1st, tick-tock, tick-tock. She can't wait to talk to those college coaches. I think the feeling's mutual. Time for the veterans to defend their turf against the youngsters, if you will. Class of 23, class of 24. For those classes of 24, the starting lineup, Addie DeLong, we just saw her play for a national championship. We'll let you know in a moment how it went. Gabby Comia, Layla Lamar, Mujica Fisher Adams, Vance Hara, and then Analia Adams. And Mackenzie Pickens is the extra hitter. They're dealing with Keegan Rothrock. She is well traveled in these circles. She is a Florida commit out of Whiteland, Indiana. Plays for an outstanding travel team, the Lady Dukes 18U Lamar team. She was a Futures All-American last year as a sophomore. One of the best arms in the country, Keegan Rothrock. The daughter of Greg and Laura, and away she goes against Addie DeLong as that one. This is up and away. Just came up empty with her Beverly Bandit squad, making a run at a national championship, but she has had an incredible tournament. What kind of stuff will we see from this gifted right arm of Rothrock?
Rothrock just does a good job of mixing all of her pitches. She's been really solid and consistent. Even last year, I remember thinking that she was throwing so much older than her age, and here she is just now a junior going into her senior season. And she'll go in, out, up, down, just mixes all quadrants, mixes speeds, so just a pitcher who can really do it all.
Three and one the count to Addie DeLong with Gabby Comia waiting on deck. National Player of the Year, Gatorade National Player of the Year, a year younger than all that she was working against. She loves her two dogs, Coco and Marley. Swing and a miss. Right through that one, 3-2 the count. Indiana Player of the Year in 2021. National Player of the Year in 2022. I mean, highly, highly decorated. That got the outside corner. How does she do it? Please share your grips with us.
Hi, my name is Keegan Rothrock, and I am a 2022 PGF Futures All-American, and I was the 2022 Gatorade National Softball Player of the Year, and these are my pitches. And my main pitches are fast, change, rise, curve, and screw. And I throw a lot of them off the same grip, so a lot of them I just throw a two-seam, and I just really focus on everything coming off my fingers and feeling the seams come off my fingers for all the pitches that I throw.
She deals with Gabby Comia, left-handed bat as that one's outside. Your thoughts on what you just heard?
Well, she talked a lot about fingers and grips and feeling the spin off of the fingertips, which is super important. And there's so many different kinds of grips for different pitches, but what matters is the way that the pitcher feels it out of her fingers.
Gabby, another one of those Beverly Bandits. They hit right at the top of the order. What of that 16U Premier Conroy team. Tumbling and trampoline national champion when Gabby was younger. Puts it on the ground, sneaks it on through into center field, past the diving Mia Williams. Great smile as she reaches. Wonderful approach.
Camille was seeing the ball away. Rothrock was living on that outside corner. She was patient, met the ball, and drove it up the middle.
Layla Lamar shared, and I quote, "I'm super excited for September 1st so I can begin talking to coaches at the University of Florida, where I was committed before the rule change. I think it's important to find a place where winning and building a sister-like competitive culture is important for me." That's exciting. What a unique perspective that is. One of the quote-unquote babies who committed, grandmothered in on these rules, obviously, but respecting them, and she's excited to reconnect. Takes that one the other way, down off the end of the bat, and put away out there by Cassidy McClellan. Layla Lamar, the talented Layla Lamar, is erased.
I think that's one of the difficult things for some of these athletes is when that rule changed, the communication had already started. A lot of the commitments had been made already. So then you have to go through that period of silence before you can start the conversation back up again. So Layla, one of those babies who committed early.
Sophia Mujica, Granite Hills High School, Lakeside, her home. Enjoying the recruiting process, she said. It's quite nerve-wracking and stressful, but it's fun to show off and perform for the best coaches in the country. She ended her thoughts on that by saying, "There's a school for everyone, and I can't wait to see which is mine."
I like that.
I asked them all about it, so I'll share that with you because they're in the heart of that right now. I mean, we're almost to September 1, swing and a miss. The daughter of Heather and Arturo Mujica, and the big sis to Alexis Mujica. Like a lot of these athletes, heavily decorated. Good rise ball. That is strike 3. Strong stuff. Keegan Rothrock flexing, showing us why she's one of the best amateur softball players in the world. Founder and head coach of the Beverly Bandits program, a powerhouse in the Midwest, Southside Chicago. 3 individual head coaching national championships. His organization, 6 PGF national championships. This is just a celebration. Heck, his hitters hit 1 and 2. Meet Mia Williams out of Windermere, Florida. She goes to Windermere Prep. This is a Florida Gator as far as her commitment goes, and a favorite of our conversations that we've had through the years, getting to know the daughter of Denica and Jason Williams. Jason Williams with a long and successful career in the NBA. In, the hands are pulled in. It's bobbled for a moment out there. Now there's no play. Layla Lamar went up the ladder trying to make the play, and then in the end, unable to make it. So Williams is on.
Williams hits this ball hard. She just pounds it into the ground. Layla Lamar goes up, and the ball comes out.
Bouncing ball. Not easy. Fielding, firing. And Ava Brown is retired. Ava, the DP in this one. And a nice play from Gabby Comia at short. Ava out of Montgomery, Texas. Lake Creek High School, Nelson's hotshot, and a fellow University of Florida commit. We've seen her at some big events here at PGF. So here's what I'm noticing in comparison to the championship games we've been doing. These hitters brought a bat to swing it.
Yeah. Well,
They're not looking to work the count.
They might only get one opportunity. And against a new pitcher, you might only get one good pitch. So you want to be swinging early and take advantage of every opportunity.
Angelia Bueno. That pretty left-handed swing out of Oviedo, Florida. Oviedo High School. Florida State University commit as she slaps that one foul. Plays for the Tennessee Mojo travel squad. Danley, her head coach. Angelica and Roman, her parents. We look back and remember her winning it all, that 14U Premier National Championship with Mojo Fisher. Not interested. Addison Fisher. Self-described gap-to-gap hitter, loves hitting doubles. That's tantalizing, but not a whole lot you can do with that one. Up and away, and Bueno goes down on strikes.
And Fisher's just doing a good job of mixing the hitters up. She's working that outside corner, going up high in the zone, and then just absolutely pinpoint perfect on that screwball. And then she'll go inside that low drop. She works quickly as well, so as a hitter, you really don't have a lot of time to settle in and dig in and be confident.
Southern California native Giselle Alvarez hits that one on the ground. Committed to go to Washington, a talented athlete out of Los Alamitos High School and Cerritos. The Futures All-American game in beautiful Irvine, California. More fun in a moment. Well, what a fun gathering, and then the Elder Stateswomen will take over the All-American game here in just a bit. And it's time for the sophomores to swing the bat, the 24s. In the circle she's been working, and Addison Fisher works against Keegan Rothrock. Again, out of Bend, Oregon, Addison Fisher. Really strong bat. As that one just missed the upper tier of that strike zone. Addison was the 6A All-State pitcher, first team All-State. The Gatorade Softball Player of the Year. You got the National Player of the Year against the Oregon Player of the Year, as that one's lifted up to the right side and put away out there. And the National Player of the Year, Keegan Rothrock. Incredible that she won it. She understands how important it is. Here's her thoughts.
Right fielder #1. I'm honored and proud to announce today that Keegan is not only an Indiana Player of the Year, but she's been named the Gatorade National Player of the Year.
It's just amazing. It's an amazing feeling. All the girls that have done it before me are just amazing athletes as well.
I think a lot of things go into my success on the diamond, putting in all the extra hours off the field and just having a really good support system behind me.
Beating all the upperclassmen ahead of you. Jolie Adams is her foe. Jolie out of Schererville, Indiana, Lake Central High School. Excited to be able to start talking to coaches in September. She shared with us a very important characteristic for me that my future college has to have an ROTC program, because I plan on going into the military after college. Jolie Adams sharing that. What an athlete already, creating those options for herself and having the vision of what she wants to do next. Eight years she has played basketball, 2 years of volleyball, 2 years swimming, and she patiently earns her way on.
Second baseman #41, Kate Vance.
Here's Kate Vance. Vance from Chandler, Arizona. It's a powerhouse, baseball and softball, when you talk about Hamilton High School. Sending softball players to college, sending baseball players into the MLB draft, and down to Tucson, University of Arizona. Boy, what a journey Kate Vance has had. Seeking a school where she walks onto campus, and to her words, it feels like home instant. High fly, shallow left. McClellan turns that one into the second out of the inning.
Now, we've been talking a lot about that with these athletes and their decisions going to college. A lot of them knowing what they want to do before choosing their college. And then others just keeping an open mind, because you really don't know what's going to feel like home until you step on that campus.
Destiny Harris fouls that one right back to the screen. The pride of Norfolk, Virginia. Granby High School sharing, I'm excited and nervous about the upcoming process. My coaches and teammates are having more and more serious conversations. She makes it clear diversity is one of the key characteristics, what means the most to me in a school and a program. To the right side, found the hole. Destiny with a base hit. Hustling to third. Destiny trails behind. The daughter of Cindy and Dee picks up a hit on a national stage.
And a great approach at the plate. This pitch has a lot of spin, but it stays over the heart of the plate, drives it into right field. I love Adams rounding and heading for third.
Now Annalie Adams fouls that one off. Part of that Beverly Bandits team. That's 3 that are in this game. My goodness. From Liberty, Indiana, Union County High School. Checks the swing into the screen. It goes. She shared with her head coach looking on. I'm very excited for my upcoming recruiting process. One thing that draws me to a college is a family atmosphere. Her team finished 3rd in 2021 at PGF and 2nd earlier today. Spoils a couple of good pitches. Hold her hands in. Not a whole lot she could do with that one. Waving her hands over her head, Giselle Alvarez says, "I've got it." She holds good on that one. The Futures All-American game in beautiful Irvine, California. Jaden Heavener moves into the circle out of Pace High School in Florida as she deals with Kylie Brockman, her foe on the class of 2023, so a brand new pitcher. Heavener looking forward to her time for opening up her recruiting, part of a 1912U National Championship team. The daughter of Shane and Denise. #1 overall pitcher nationally in the class of 2024. Meet Jaden as she goes to work. Looks like McGee Daniel is catching behind the plate, if I see that correctly. Pulls the hands in, lifted into left center field, and down for a base hit. Brockman, the outstanding catcher. A lot of coaches looking on, and as she continues to work, picks up a base hit.
We've had a chance to watch Brockman all day, and I just love the way that she plays the game behind the plate and during her at-bats. And look at the power and the connection in that swing. She's so committed all the way through.
Ashton Danley. This is another special athlete. As that one misses up and away. Tennessee Mojo, her travel team from Winchester, Tennessee. Florida State University commit. Sticks is the name that her mates and friends call her. Daughter of Brandy and Michael. That one stabbed at it. Looked like a strike, but had to go back and get it. Outstanding student, carrying a 4.0 GPA. National Honor Society for Ashton. Pretty curveball, but it missed out. So Heavener with a single and a walk now on her resume, and has a chance to face Lila Blackwell.
Up next to connect to Virginia Tech, number 6, Lila Blackwell.
These games are so unique because the batteries most likely have never worked together. So they're constantly communicating, trying to get on the same page. The movement's a little bit different for the catcher.
Franklin, Indiana, her hometown. Roncalli High School. Beverly Bandits for the Virginia Tech commit. There are the battery mates working together. Maggie Daniel working with Heavener as that misses outside. Blackwell has plans to go into the engineering field. And again, this is a very decorated athlete. In high school volleyball in 8th grade, winning award after award. Little check swing roller, tried to slap at it, pouncing and making a fine play over there was Layla Lamar. Boy, how about that arm?
Yeah, if it wasn't for that arm, this would have been even closer, but I don't know. That's some speed down the line. My initial reaction was safe, but we've had some really close plays today.
One and 0 the count to Cassidy McClellan. She struck out first time up, dealing left on left now as that one paints the outside corner. The Florida commit slices it right to short, turns it over in a double play. Comia to Lamar. That's got to be frustrating for McClellan because that was an absolute laser beam that she hit. Usually you get rewarded for that approach. Not that time. Beautiful Southern California as we move to the bottom half of the 3rd inning. And Ava Brown steps into the circle, the DP with the talented arm as we get to watch her work. And she does so against the extra hitter, the EH, Mackenzie Pickens. That one is fouled back to the screen by Mackenzie. Mackenzie out of Beaufort, Georgia. Georgia Impact Sampson. Listen up, coach, as she shares he's excited about the upcoming recruiting process, but also patient about it. Characteristics that mean the most to me are feeling like the family is at my school, driven by hard work and success. She put it on the ground. She went in to say, coach is being truthful and understanding and having a good relationship with the whole staff. That's what matters most to the talented Mackenzie Pickens. Addie DeLong as we go back to the top of the order. Addie struck out looking back in the 1st inning. What do we know about Brown and her stuff?
Well, she's a spinner. All these pitchers we're seeing out here do a good job of locating their pitches, and they work quickly through the zone. So there's just not a lot of playing around. They attack early and mix speeds well. So far liking what we see out of Ava Brown.
Driven right field, well struck toward the wall, but Addie DeLong, though she put a good charge into it, comes up empty.
Number 7, Gabby Comia.
Now Gabby Comia, who singled back in the 1st inning. Shot one right through the infield with a pretty approach. Takes an off-speed pitch just in and off the plate. Gabby pounces that one into the dirt, and that is a very quick 1-2-3 inning. Ava Brown, you got a future in this business, kid. If you're catching us right now on ESPN3, remember it's 7 o'clock Eastern, or I should say 7 o'clock out west, 10 o'clock Eastern. Our All-American game and a big celebration. Jocelyn Allo, part of the coaching staff down below. Jocelyn coaching that West staff. Is it fun to kind of flip gears here and become a coach suddenly, Joss?
Yes, it is. Just being able to pass on my knowledge to them, and I've played in this game before too, so I think it'll be really fun.
Well, so you've just finished your collegiate career. Now you're seeing the future of our game a couple years out, but what excites you most about this generation of player?
I think just what excites me most is just to see how much the game has grown from even when I played at this level and how much better it's going to be as time progresses.
Jocelyn Aldo is joining us. One more question. Your pro experience, how much have you enjoyed taking it to the next level? A lot of these young ladies are watching you closely, seeing how you take it on. Help us understand what it's meant to you.
Yeah, the WPF has meant a lot to me, and I feel very, very well taken care of there. And just excited to have not only one but 2 pro leagues, so girls kind of can weigh their options there. But the game is growing, and it's only going to get better from here.
Coach Allo, we loved talking to you the other day, by the way. It was a lot of fun. Thanks for your time now.
Thanks, Boomer.
There we go. Give her the mic. She drops the mic. Make sure she takes care of OU on her way off the air. Very good stuff. She's taking this serious, isn't she? She literally just stepped onto the field. She was almost in the coach's box. That is ball 4. Allow us to introduce you to a new arm out there. You noticed that. That's Morgan Reimer, who's working out of Langley, British Columbia. Excited about going into this recruiting process because she said, as a Canadian wanting to play in the U.S., I'll be away from my home. I want to go to a school that will make me a better player and a better person. Part of that national team at different age groups. As a matter of fact, took part in the U19 Canada Cup where they won a gold.
That's so cool. Talking more about the international experience and bringing our game over to the U.S.
Isabella Torres is called upon to pinch hit as she slaps that one foul. Reimer is the daughter of Jennifer and Lee, and the big sister to Macy and Maylee. She tells us rise ball's her best pitch. That's her moneymaker. Drop ball more, though, is coming into mix. Curveball, screwball, changeup as well. That one's driven toward right field and toward the wall, up against the wall. What a beautiful swing and an attack, hurrying on around. The relay to the plate, it skips away. Torres moves on to third. Isabella Torres, we see you. What a way to step onto the field.
That was some great hitting, some great clutch hitting with a runner on base, scoring the first run of the ball game. Daniel sprinting around the bases, and this was a really nice relay.
Mia Williams fights it off, hugs the line. That's a foul ball, would have played it another run. Here's Torres. Driving in the run and out front, hurrying on around was Daniel.
Had that ball bounced a little further in front of home plate. Would have been an awfully close play.
Mia Williams, the count 0-1. She takes over the inside corner. Another thought on Torres, by the way, who's out of Georgetown, Texas. Won the PGF last year as a 16U player for Hot Shots Nelson. She's the daughter of Angelica and Joe Torres. Out front, that body leaked out front, but did she buy herself a hit? You bet she did, and an RBI. She found green grass and it checked up. That's a single and an RBI for the Florida commit, Mia Williams.
And it really doesn't matter how you get it done. Mia Williams way out front of her front foot, but the hands stay back enough, and she's got enough strength in that swing to punch it onto the grass.
1-0 the count to Ava Brown, daughter of Kelly and Ryan Potter. Changeup floats and never got there. A couple of years ago, she dislocated her kneecap. She said it's the biggest mental and physical challenge I'd ever faced, at least to that point in my life. Communication, openness with my parents and my coaches as she shoots that one foul. She said without them, I probably wouldn't have made it through to the other side, at least as a high-level softball player. And it's interesting, she's gone through that, and she wants to study sports psychology, wanting to help athletes overcome the mental struggles they feel and sharing that with others. Great jump from Mia as she swipes it.
Well, that's needed more and more in our game today because of the pressure that comes along with playing at that level.
Took it right out of the catcher's mitt as she fouls that one off. She even went on to say, specifically, as it pertains to sports psychology, just what we went through, helping athletes post-injury. Somebody went through something with her eyes wide open. Good for her. Excited to see what the future holds for Ava Brown. Just got a piece of it. Here's the future of the sport looking on. Leaked out front. There may have been some chili fries right there, Freed. I'm just thinking that's what I saw.
I think you're just hungry. Oh, no. Looks like a softball in a bowl.
3-2 the count. Elevated. Oh, what a rise ball that was. Nice to see that bounce back, huh, from the talented Canadian.
Yeah, the off-speed pitch gets her way out front and then stands her back up with this rise ball at the eyes. It's a great combination of pitches.
Angelique Bueno struck out when she swung it back in the second inning. Changeup flutters, but never drops into the strike zone. Bueno spoke with us about aspiring to become a mental health advocate, being involved, as she says, with athletes to make sure they succeed even through the hardships. A lot of these students really strong in the classroom, the resumes they bring with them. That's a patient at bat for Bueno. She is on. Casey Wood gets the call now. Casey takes her turn at bat. Just another one of these gifted All-Americans. It's fun to see when the bench starts to open up. Casey's from Bentonville, Arkansas. Is an Arkansas commit, and she's got some fans up there. Plays for the Kansas City Peppers at a Wallace program. Back-to-back Arkansas State 6A championships at Bentonville High School. The daughter of Jennifer and Jeff. Trish Wood as well. Her mom, Trish, played on a basketball scholarship at Crowder College in Missouri, walked onto the softball team and made it. Popped that one up to the right side.
Quite a few Arkansas commits on the field right now. A lot of big-time schools represented from all the Power 5 conferences and more.
One of the great lighthouses, young lighthouses of this sport, played in this game last year, or I should say the All-American game, Jordy Ball. She says that's who I look up to the most. She said when I was about 12, I got to play with and against her, then again at 16. She said the first time I played against her, I was inspired by the passion. She said I felt like it was oozing out of her. She pops that one up to the right side. So right away we get to know Casey Wood. Excited about the talented athlete out of the Midwest.
Number 10, Kylie Brockman.
Kylie Brockman with another opportunity, her second shot. Oh, and 1 the count. We saw Brockman, that select fast pitch team. It was fun to watch her play in that earlier game just a little while ago. Olathe, Kansas, as they came up empty, but boy, did they put on a good show against those Bolts.
I just love watching Brockman. She doesn't get cheated in her at-bats. I don't think she's shown a half swing or a partial. It's all or nothing.
Well, she's trying to make you look smart right there. How about that?
Thank you, Kylie. just got such quick hands, too.
Boy, that foot got down and those hips just went to work. My goodness. Plans to study nursing. Hopes to be a nurse practitioner later on in life. She said, if you meet me in 10 years, I see myself living in a southern state with a family and animals. I'll have a career as a nurse, children, and dogs. As she lifts that one foul. She does intend, though, however, to travel often and visit new places. Sierra Daniel, Cassidy Pickering, Mo Williams, all doing magical things in this inning, and 2-0 is the score here in the top of the 4th inning. When we wrap this game, just pop right over to ESPN2. We'll have the All-American game, an annual, beautiful tradition, a celebration of softball. Changeup skips in there. Mo Reimer from Langley, British Columbia. That one misses high, and that one loads the bases. Mia moves on over to third. Brockman draws the walk.
Up next, number 22, Ashton Danley.
And here's Ashton Danley. She walked in her first opportunity back in the 3rd inning. That one into center field, diving attempt, and it gets on by. Harris did all she could to make an incredible play, unable to do so. 3 runs will score, and maybe more. Come on down, a little bit aggressive. We've got a run down with the slide, safe. That is a 3 RBI triple for Ashton Danley as she got it on by Destiny Harris.
Danley just smoked this ball up the middle. And this is really a tough read. Anytime that ball's hit directly at you, it's tough to see the trajectory, and that ball dived down just past Harris. It was a great effort. But in that situation, you got to knock that thing down, keep it in front, because your corner outfielders don't have enough time to get back behind you.
One more time. She just kept running. That is a beautiful thing. Claire Cahalan gets the call. Left-handed bat with the bat in her hands, and we introduce Claire to this audience as she slaps that one up and over the head of the shortstop. Claire with an RBI. What a great approach. That's softball right there, isn't it?
That's just good back control. Look at that foot position. Look at the hand-eye coordination. All she's trying to do is find open space, and she does it perfectly. Look at the position of the barrel. That's what I admire about these good slappers.
Columbus, Georgia native, Northside High School, plays for those talented Bolts. We just saw her working. Missouri commit, the daughter of Christy and Steve. Sister plays at Dartmouth. You said I've been overlooked, does Claire, by my size, and been able to overcome it a ton. It's been a nice little challenge. Claire is on the move, throw down, tag, and that one skips on away. Hey, it's a chance for Savannah Bedell to hit now. Savvy, part of that Georgia Bombers Lewis team from Columbus, Georgia, LSU commit. Tina and Sydney, her family. That one just off the plate.
Number 24, Alexis Delamonica.
Bedell, an outstanding athlete, all state first team. She gives way to another opportunity for Alexis Delamonica. Alexis waves through that one. Number 24 on the jersey. Queen Creek, Arizona is her home. Queen Creek High School. Arizona Storm, her travel team, and she is a Michigan commit. Shoots that one foul up the first base line. Daughter of Brittany and Nathan, and it's just the three of them. She's an only child.
And she's taken a couple of nice swings in her first at bat here.
Studying chemistry, plans to study it at Michigan. She's hit that time. Wants to pursue her master's degree at U of M as well. Isabella Torres. Maybe a chance to make a change here. Audrey Lowry will replace Morgan Reimer. And Audrey with that 2024 class. Give you a chance to get to know who Audrey is now as she hops out into the circle. See a lot of those shirts, Angel shirts, Dodger shirts. We are, after all, in Southern California. Audrey's from Pittsboro, Indiana. Beverly Bandits, her travel team. She shared, and I quote, "My feelings toward my upcoming recruiting process is I'm a little nervous, but also excited to get to know the coaches. The characteristics of a school and a program that are important to me is a school that feels like home and a program that respects its athletes, but also where the athletes in turn respect the coaches in the program."
I like how she flipped the page on that.
Well, that means your teammates hold you accountable then, right?
Right, absolutely.
Treat those that are your leaders with respect.
We had an opportunity to watch Lowry fight for a championship earlier today and just threw a really nice game. Came up short, but having these opportunities at this age is so critical to her journey. And she's going to be catching the eye of a lot of these college coaches.
Now batting number 38, Isabella Torres.
Beautiful shot from above here in Irvine, California. Isabella Torres. Works against Lowry. 0-1 the count, 6-0 the score. Future nurse when you speak with Lowry about what she'd like to study, as Torres takes up and away. Georgetown, Texas native. That one dives down and away from her. 2 balls and 1 strike the count. And we'll do it again with Torres. Shares about her older sister, Mariana, being a big inspiration to her. Older sister played at Texas A&M for 2 years, now is off to McNeese State. She said Torres, throughout her softball career, she's faced some of the hardest obstacles. She's handled it with such strength and courage. She said, so strong through everything, and still is to this day. Never gave up on herself or her dreams, and that's something no regular person does. Good looking sister to look up to.
Yeah, I like that.
On a line into center. Great wheels. It's run down out there by Destiny Harris. The merry-go-round was open for business, and when you race around the bases, all sorts of fun. Just a moment ago, we saw that beautiful swing. And 3 bases from Isabella Torres. She wasn't all alone. It's 6-0. Hello from wherever you may be watching. We're here in Southern California. 6 runs for the veterans in this matchup, the class of 2023 at the Premier Girls Fastpitch All-American game. Ashton Danley takes the rock and she rolls. The extra hitter a moment ago out of Winchester, Tennessee, and the Florida State commit. It's an opportunity for her to face Layla Lamar. Layla goes to work with that wide open stance, loads up the back leg, and takes a rise ball to tie. Building a sister-like competitive culture is what Lamar is looking for in her choices. The daughter of Marissa and James, and the sister Jolena, Braylon, and Caden Lamar. Mom Marissa was amazing. 3-time All-American at the University of Michigan, and now the head coach at Duke. On the ground, she's on.
And I think that's part of the reason why Lamar was able to commit as early as she was. His mom knows the system, mom knows good coaches, good culture.
Let's go!
Maggie Daniel gets the call. A couple of quick outs and a nice play defensively, you bet. Hey, we've got a second. Levian Jung is joining us down inside the dugout, so decorated with all she accomplished. How much fun, and thanks for spending time with Amanda and I.
Absolutely.
How much fun is it to be a part of a game like this where you get to lead the future?
It's really fun because we get to see what the future actually holds for college softball and beyond.
Are they asking you questions? Do you see the athletes picking brains of you and the other coaches?
They are asking a lot of questions, but at the beginning, Morgan, myself, and Nicole came out to them and said, you know, we want you to play your game. We're not going to make you bunt. We're not going to make you slap. Whatever your game is, just play it. And we're going to be extremely aggressive on the base paths.
Levian, we're having a lot of fun. Thank you for a moment of your time. A legendary coach, Morgan Stewart. Nicole Giordano Stoll also on that staff. The Futures All-American game, Premier Girls Fastpitch. Emily Digby gets a chance to swing the bat now, and she does so for the 2023s. We'll watch her work. As we roll on this celebration of the future of the sport, boy, that's a pretty pitch. That curveball dots the inside corner from Audrey Lowry. Goes outside, hits the corner. Boy, a couple of back-to-back tough pitches.
Yeah, Lowry's been strong all day. Throwing hard from that left side.
Digby from Decula, Georgia, Decula High School, a Georgia commit. As that one just off the plate outside. Gwinnett County Player of the Year, an outstanding and a very well-decorated athlete, an honor student as well. Daughter of Lori and David Digby. Hits a high fly ball to right center field. That one's still carrying toward the wall, and it's down. All the way to third. M slides in safely. She crushed it. She's heading on home. Emily Digby with a head first slide, and she's in there. Julie Adams did all she could to get to it, and it carried and carried Amanda.
Yeah, this looked like it was going to be a routine pop fly to center field, and the ball just kept going all the way to the wall. And then Digby rounds second, goes for third, gets to third, sees the ball get by, and immediately heads for home. And I don't think anybody on the sophomore team thought she was going to take off.
Ariel Kowalewski, University of Florida commit, Fort Bend Travis High School in Richmond. Whether or not the slide was needed, she was taking it, right?
It's like a passion slide. You can always tell it's just that extra element of excitement.
The daughter of Eric and Laura Kowalewski. Right off the end of the bat, lifts that one. Good communication, clearing things out. Well, the All-Americans had a chance to really enjoy Southern California. Celebration of those outgoing, heading into college, the very best players in the country, the Elite 2022s, and their families.
Thank you, PGF!
And thank you to President and CEO Dan Hay, who put that idea together. And again, I think the families too. It was a real great moment to share as that one hits the outside corner.
And the idea with that was just to really celebrate and spoil these athletes. I mean, they look amazing out here. The glove provided all the uniforms, which look amazing, unbelievable. New Balance with the cleats. Easton and Rawlings provided all the equipment. And then Diamond provided some bags. So a lot of sponsors more than happy to contribute to this event.
Cassidy Pickering pops that one up. And it looked like for a moment it was going to be caught by Lowry, but then it landed over Lowry's head. She said, I got it, and then unable to make the play. Again, you have defenders playing together for the first time.
Yeah, and this is a really tricky area because on a lot of teams, you have a pitcher who won't field a ball, and then on some teams, you have a pitcher who's very active in fielding.
Number 36, Catherine Stewart.
Catherine Stewart gets the call now. She takes a strike over the outside corner. Catherine from Frankfort, Illinois, plays for that Lady Dukes Lamar team and is a commit to go play for Texas. She drives that one deep left field toward the wall. Out of here! Catherine with the bomb. Two times first team All-State, big power.
Yeah, coming into this ball game with this opportunity to swing it and takes every advantage, connects and hits herself a bomb.
Giselle Alvarez is in the hole, 0-1.
Number 2, Giselle Alvarez.
So Catherine enjoyed that tour around the bases. I love what she shared when I asked her, hey, when I run into you, Catherine, in 10 years, what will you be doing? She said, it's simple. I'll be living in a penthouse apartment. I'll have a great day, and I'll be the CEO of a solid business firm driving a fire Bronco, or maybe even a McLaren.
Oh.
Big bowler. He just knocked one over the boards. And an artist. Budding artist. Loves drawing. Loves bowling. Watched her sister Sam growing up. Played travel and college softball. And that moment was Catherine's, though. In on the hands. It's popped foul and out of play.
Giselle Alvarez committed to Washington. Started the game, came out, now back in. It's a real power swinging lefty, beautiful hands at third base.
G sits it on a line, but right to the third baseman as that one right into the glove, and a nice play made over there at third base.
Number 10, Kylie Brockman.
Kylie Brockman now. Addie DeLong has come in and is playing some third base for the Futures team. Kylie Brockman takes up and away. 1-0 the count. 8-0. The veterans on top. The class of 2023. High fly center. Jolie Adams puts that one away in center field. 9-0. They add on, having all sorts of fun. And a big swing like that one, Catherine Stewart. Also racing around the bases, having some fun. Carrington Dawson getting ready to go with the bat in her hands. 8-0, the juniors on top of the sophomores. This is our live view. It's so much fun to do this during games. The audio of the drone as it ascends up above the ballpark, and that's our shot. Fun to be able to do that in an exhibition game. Jocelyn Brisky, the Arizonan, takes the rock in the circle and goes to work, skips it in there. Joss is from Phoenix Desert Vista High School and is an Alabama commit. He's the daughter of Melissa and Paul. Facing Carrington Dawson. Dawson from Beaumont, Texas, as she comes up empty that time. She says the entire recruiting process makes me nervous and excited all at the same time. I'm looking forward to an opportunity to compete at the highest level. Feeling at home means the most to me. Pretty left-handed swing as she takes outside. Daughter of Pamela and Derek Dawson. Both their parents played multiple sports in high school. Class vice president as well. The bouncing ball that hugs the line. There's pretty good speed, and that's a nice defensive play. The turn, the flip. Put it right where she wanted to, did Bueno. Right to the midsection of Emily Digby. Uh-oh.
Here we go.
Susie wanted to take a look at that one, huh?
I mean, why not? Leadoff hitter, you want to get some base runners on?
You decide with us.
I'm going to say safe.
You're going to say safe, are you?
Let me see it one more time.
Okay. I think the call stands.
I mean, you can't, yeah, it's hard to overturn it.
Right here. Yeah, I think the call stands. Not our call, though. That's the fun part about it.
The ball hits the glove, but is it secure in the pocket? How much does that matter? Yeah, I think that's hard to overturn.
This is an exhibition game, and theater is welcome. All right, here we go. Out is the call, so it is upheld. So Carrington showed off that speed, predominant slapper, becoming a power hitter. She's a true triple threat. That time she really just showed the speed. Her future in studying sports medicine. Jordan Lynch gets the call. We get to see Jordan in that left-handed batter's box. Jordan from Rising Sun, Maryland, Rising Sun High School. Back to the screen it goes. The daughter of Irene and Edward. And the youngest of 5. Mom played softball for Troy University. Dad for the Pittsburgh Pirates, said Lynch. The ground ball hustling up the line and in time for the out. That duo getting pretty good at that, working together.
It's an identical play to the last one. Tops it over and then out of the box quickly. A nice job of receiving and doing an easy flip to get the out.
Jolie Adams.
Number 1, Jolie Adams.
Takes that one high as that jumps out of the zone. Jolie earlier patiently earned herself a walk. Schererville, Indiana, Lake Central High School. That one missed just off the plate. We were telling you earlier, Jolie, for nearly a decade, has played competitive basketball, but also a pair of years volleyball, a pair of years swimming, 3 years track. Comes up empty. And when she does select her school, as we talked about, ROTC mattered, but she plans to be a combat nurse when she goes into the Army.
A lot of service jobs, a lot of service-minded athletes. And it makes you wonder if their journey through COVID and through the trenches has really kind of changed their perspective on helping others, and especially in the area of mental health, sports psychology. I mean, the athletes on the field were going through COVID and that shutdown at the prime of their youth careers at 8th and 9th grade year. So for them to come out on the other side took a lot of mental drive and dedication.
This generation's spectacular. They really are. There's such a bright future, and we're seeing it on display tonight in Irvine, California, the PGF All-American Futures Game. Ashton Danley to lead things off the PGF All-American Futures Game. Macy Centrone is in the circle out of Cumming, Georgia. That's north of Atlanta. Lady Dukes Lamar, her travel team, and she's at the Wesleyan School. The daughter of Mindy and Angel, playing for the Puerto Rican national team, winning a couple of bronze medals in November and December. How cool is that as we watch Macy go to work?
They love being introduced to these pitchers and just seeing what they got, bringing it their first inning, knowing it could be the only inning they get to throw in this game.
On the ground, Macy's there. And so if you're a veteran player, you know these youngers that the future is ahead of them. What advice would you have had if you're an All-American for your younger self?
If I could go back when I was 12, I would just tell myself to continue, just keep working hard and kind of just keep working when the cameras weren't on or when no one was watching, and just continue to keep fighting and keep working, and your chance will obviously come later in the end, for sure.
Talking to my 12-year-old self, if I had to give her any advice, I would say just have fun. I mean, I've been playing this game since I was like 5 years old, and I think sometimes you try and take it too seriously and you get really hard on yourself, but you just got to remember this game is fun.
If I could go back to my 12-year-old self, I'd probably tell her, never give up, never think any dream is too big. Here I am playing on ESPN and about to be going to my dream school, so just follow your dreams.
Cheers to that advice. And if we've learned anything, and you mentioned COVID, the pandemic, these athletes are, I'll even use my generation, which is, gosh, almost 2 generations back now. They are just painstakingly aware, and they're very self-aware. And I think not all athletes and generations in the past were as self-aware, and it's cool to listen to them talk. And they're that aware, by the way, compared to their classmates, if you will, with performing on a stage in front of people staring at them, watching them work.
All right, it's a tough situation to be in, but they do it well, which is why they're on this stage.
Out toward third. What a flex that arm was. Rocket shot across the diamond.
Number 4, Savannah Bedell.
Look at that grip as she spreads on the bat. That's a straight contact grip.
That is just barrel straight to ball.
That's Mackenzie Pickens, by the way, out there at third that made that fine play. Savannah Bedell. There's Mac with the pick. On the ground, ranging to her right, turning that one into a quick out. Well, that's an outing, and a really, really good one. Macy Centrone also doubling as a member of the Puerto Rican national team. College campuses, they're on their way, but one more game first before they head to school. The very best graduates in the country, the Premier Girls Fastpitch All-American game on a gorgeous night as we peek into the Inland Empire of the mountains here in Southern California. From the ocean to the mountains, you can surf and ski in the same day out here. That's what everyone's proud of in Southern California. You can't really ski now in July and August, but in the winter you can in the same day. Head on up to Big Bear and then go surfing at Santa Monica in the same day. Make sure you stay hydrated. And so away we go, introducing new pitchers through the way. This is Casey Wood. We saw Casey already active with a bat in her hands. Plays for that very successful Midwest Power, the KC Peppers Wallace travel team. This is an Arkansas commit where her sister Kelsey's a senior there right now. Right up over our head, Freed. Actually settled on the roof up above. Analia Adams. Slightly open stance. Analia pounds that one into the turf. Throw off the mark just a bit, but a nice job hanging around that bag. Tap dance over there and some smooth defense. Alexis Delamonica is at third now. We saw Jaden Heavener pitch earlier. That one's lifted foul off to the left side, and we'll do it again.
We've seen a lot of these pitchers get in the box and swing it. I like it.
Well-rounded person in the circle as well, dealing with those aggressive hitters. National Honor Society member. Casey Wood has done even more than that as that one's popped foul. She's part of the advanced choir at her school as well. Volunteers at softball tryouts, and Fellowship Bible Church Youth Group teaches there. Her days are full, and she's an amazing softball pitcher and hitter. Just protecting that time. That's lifted on the left side, and that one turned into another out by Delamonica. Kennedy Marceau gets the call now.
Number 39, Taylor Troutman.
Taylor Troutman, my apologies. I had 37 and 39 twisted around. Taylor, I apologize. Troutman gets a chance to go to work. We remind you about Taylor, who's a great athlete from Henderson, Kentucky. Top Gun 18U National, her team. She's at Henderson County High School. Says, I'm nervous, an exciting experiment to learn what this college recruiting is like. The characteristics that mean the most to me is a school that has a major that fits me and a coaching staff that suits me. Shannon and Danielle, her parents. She takes that one high.
It's fun to hear the athletes say that they're excited for the recruiting process, whereas before I feel like it was an element of stress because it started so soon and it took away from the game.
Hits it hard on the ground, but right to second base. Boy, Troutman really with a pretty swing that time. Breaking the home run and RBI record as a freshman and the career record as a sophomore. That's a slugger. Good to see her out there. Macy Cintrone back to work in the circle, working with her battery mate, Kennedy Marceau. Marceau out of Kaplan, Louisiana. Heading into her junior year in that busy recruiting process as that one is rolled foul. I know you were excited to see Kennedy get out there and work.
Well, she's just quietly been doing her job behind the plate as pitchers have been coming in. That's tough to go from pitcher to pitcher and transition so seamlessly, and she's done it really well.
In the batter's box is Alexis Delamonica. That one to the right side. One hop. Nice play. One word we ask these athletes. Just one. Describe PGF.
If I could describe Premier Girls Fast Pitch in one word, it would be competitive. If you say Premier Girls Fast Pitch, I think elite softball players.
Competitive, I guess you could say.
If I could describe PGF in one phrase, it would be the best of the best.
When I think of PGF, I think of competitive softball.
When I think of Premier Girls Fast Pitch, I think of strength. You know, all these girls have so much, you know, honor, and they play with such dignity, and I think strength is a big aspect to that.
Incredible stuff. Competitive is the one word that comes across, and being able to grow as an athlete. As that one dots the outside corner to Isabella Torres. Torres running the bases. Triple. Good at bat earlier. As that one is lifted, left field. Hangs up very nicely for the second out of the inning. Taylor Troutman puts that one away. And just to close the book on Marceau and watching her work out there, the daughter of Eric and Tracy, she's a great all-around athlete, long and high jump, triple jumper. Member of a 4-H club, very active there as well. 3.8 GPA. She gets down low, gives a nice low target as a catcher as well. Emily Digby. There's Kennedy. Manages to hold on to that one. Hey, by the way, Kennedy, when I asked who inspires, she said Serena. We all know who that is, right? If I just say Serena. She said she's overcome many obstacles to reach the top and beat the odds to go on and excel in her sport. I watch her closely. Line drive, base hit, left field. Emily Digby picks that one up. The commit to Georgia, the Georgia Bombers, Lewis, outstanding middle infielder.
Yeah, that's a pretty swing. Look at the location of this pitch, down and in, brings the barrel down there and just scoops it up and into left field.
Pretty pitch over the outside corner to Ariel Kowalewski. Texas Blaze committed to Florida. 0-1 the count to Kowalski. As that one sails outside. You liking Macy Cintrone?
I do. I love that she's working quickly. I like she's painting that outside part of the plate, but also not afraid to go on the inside. These hitters are got their toes way up on that chalk line. That's a pretty pitch. That's the one that I like. Right on cue, right? I mean, you have to absolutely thread the needle on this pitch. This curveball moves right on top of the thigh.
And she floated a changeup up there. That is strike 3. One more opportunity to swing the bat and to celebrate these great athletes. The PGF Futures All-American game. Bottom 7 next. Hey there, I hope you've had fun. I know we have as we move along to the final frame. Sophomores, one more swing at it. They're actually rising juniors now. They're pretty good dancers. I mean, at least if you're grading on a curve, a B.
A B. This game's supposed to be fun.
Yes.
When you put all these...
You better have fun.
You just went through one of the toughest, if not the toughest tournament of your entire season, if not your career. And now you just get to have fun with other elite athletes and celebrate yourself and be spoiled on the field.
Esther White gets the call from New Johnsonville, Tennessee. In the class of 2024 as her recruiting opens up, as that one fired high just out of the zone. Ashton Danley will look to lock things down in the circle. White has been active at PGF Nationals 4 times, including this year she's been able to play out here. She said, simply put, about the upcoming recruiting process, which opens September 1. I'm very excited and can't wait to see what God has in store. I'm looking forward to be able to glorify him at the next level. I want to feel comfortable, and wherever I'm wanted, will be the right fit for me in college. She just hit a rope. Unfortunately, the pitcher was in front of her. What a beautiful swing of the bat that was. She had to wait, did Essie, till late in the game, and the wait was worth it. What a pretty swing.
White really couldn't have hit it any harder than she did. Nice and compact swing right back up the middle. right. It just so happened that Danley got in her way.
Marceau takes up and in from that left arm. We're talking about Kennedy as she was working behind the plate. Outstanding student. By the way, if you think about her future, she'd like to pursue a business degree, become a GM of a Major League Baseball team someday. And I asked her, well, hey, when I run into you in 10 years, what will your life look like? She said, I'll be deciding who our MLB team is going to draft.
Oh, I like that.
I love it a lot, too. And her idol is Sis Bates. I think she's not alone. You could fill an arena with those that look up to Sis. Marceau puts it on the ground, out to short, 1 out away. To having this one come to an end. Mia Williams made the play out there at shortstop, the Florida commit. Off speed, dips and drops in there. Ashton Danley looking to close this thing down. Also did well with the bat in her hand, certainly, as she hits the inside corner. Triple with 3 RBIs, also walked. And I'm thinking if she tosses a clean inning, she might earn some hardware in this game.
I think she earned it.
And skips in there. What are you saying? You know something?
I'm just saying I know what she did today in this game. I mean, she was all over the place. I mean, not only did she get it done in the circle, but obviously with her stick.
But if you knew, you'd tell us, right? If you knew something?
I mean, yeah, later.
Okay. Macy Cintrone has a bat in her hands. We've enjoyed watching her pitch as that one's rolled foul. 7 o'clock Pacific, 10 o'clock Eastern, ESPN 2. The Premier Girls Fast Pitch All-American game. You want to know what your college team looks like next year? Watch this game. They're on their way to campus. Skips in there, a changeup. 2-2 the count. Need more shots like that. Lucky to get to do it here. To the right side. Not done yet. Macy Cintrone is on with a base hit. Puerto Rican national team member with a pretty approach there.
And a nice patient approach. Look at I just saw the late break on that ball to the outside corner. Using those long levers to go the opposite side.
Jolie Adams runs. Carrington Dawson hits. KD. Spares the bunt.
Number 11, Carrington Dawson.
Outstanding track runner, MVP of her track and field squad 2 years in a row. Advanced to states, running the 4x200. Bouncing ball. Taking a look, that runner with a big aggressive turn. Fun to see back-to-back hits before this game comes to an end.
And nobody wants to be the one to finish it. And the ball's being hit hard and finding a hole. That one into right field.
Number 27, Jordan Lynch.
Rising Sun High School in Maryland, Jordan Lynch takes strike 1 over the outside corner. Jordan, what a play at first, to the bag, and that will do it. This celebration comes to an end. Angelique Bueno with a fine play to stomp on top of that bag, and the veterans win it. The rising seniors on their way to celebrate their final year of high school, and certainly both sides. It was wonderful to be around, and just got word, as a matter of fact, Ashton Danley is the MVP. Back-to-back. She won the award last year as a sophomore. Congrats to Ashton.
Well, what Ashton was able to do in the circle, and then when she came up big at the plate with that 3-run triple to center field and then scoring, was enough to earn her that hardware. The 2022 Futures Game MVP.
Well, a lot of heavy lifting goes into this. You plan an event, all the logistics. Stan Hay and his team with Premier Girls Fast Pitch. Kudos to them for pulling this all together. Travel, hotels, families, making sure they get out here. And these players, as they make their way back, congratulations to Ashton. Go back to their schools all around the country. What a celebration. Don't forget, at 7 o'clock Pacific, 10 o'clock Eastern on ESPN2. More of this kind of fun. The very best stage for the future of softball is Premier Girls Fast Pitch. On behalf of our producer, John Walsh, the leader of this operation, Amanda Freed, it's so much fun to call games with you. My name is Darren Sutton. The future of softball is very bright. Thanks on behalf of Premier Girls Fast Pitch.